Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. It's the second video, second edition of the Journal of Fresh Thought. Thanks so much for tuning in again. It was great for me to see and read last week some of your messages, some of the comments that I received, and also that you really enjoyed this video and thought it's a great idea, so I'll keep on going. So the quote for this week, competence creates confidence. Competence creates confidence. Now, 3 words, 3 C's, it's very rhythmic, that is great, but what does this quote really mean? Well, to me, what it really means is the following. It actually says that confidence is a goal. Confidence is something that we wish for, something we want to achieve. So to use this as a metaphor, let's say that there is a peak that we want to climb, right? That's the goal we want to achieve. So this is that's the mountain we want to climb, and here that is the goal, right? That is what we want to reach. So I'm going to call this Mount Confidence. Now we all agree we want to be here. That is great. We want to be here. But now the question is, of course, how do we get here? And this is where it gets tricky and where it becomes important. Too many people in specific areas of their lives that you want to be confident in, they don't know how to get there, right? That's because they only see the goal. They only see this part, but they completely ignore that part. So that is equivalent. Let's say there's Peter. Excuse me, Peter, if anyone's watching this called Peter. But let's say Peter is down here and he's asking himself, how can I get up there? How can I be confident? Now, he's down here, he's looking up there, but that's all that he sees. He only sees his confident self. And of course, he's desperate and he gives up very soon because he wants to be confident, but he doesn't know how to get there. He believes he will never get there. It's such a steep mountain to climb, he cannot get there. That's because he only sees confidence. He has not asked himself the question, how can I become confident, right? How do I get there? On the other hand, there is Joe. And Joe's a little bit smarter. He also wants to be confident, but so he's down here. Joe's down here, and he's also wanting to be confident. He's also looking up there, but he asks himself a different question. He asks himself the question, how can I get there, right? How can I get up there? So he understands that confidence is a result. Confidence is something that he becomes. So the question is, how can he become confident? And he realizes that there's a way up the mountain, you know, maybe sometimes it's a detour and he goes back, but then he goes up again, sometimes it's steep and he gets closer and closer. So he's focused on the way to get there. So he understands, and let's get back to this quote, competence creates confidence. Competence is something that you do. You become competent by doing something over and over again. Like we said last week, you become competent if you just do something and you get better at it with the feedback that you receive and you keep on improving, right? But competence is built. It is like a muscle that we build. And as a result, then if we are really competent in something because we built it, then we become confident. If you did what Brendon Burchard calls, if you run the miles, right? Run the miles means you really do the work. You really do what it takes to become competent, and as a result, have the competence that it takes to be confident in what it is that you do. And that is why you can then go out there and wherever you are in life, you can use that knowledge because you've run the miles and you can really be confident in this area that you want to be confident in. Okay, so that as far as the quote goes, okay? But let's make this really very practical. So the first question that I invite you to ask yourself, what area, what habit or what skill would you like to have more confidence in your life? What area, what skill would you like to be more confident in? And maybe you want to speak it out loud to yourself, maybe you want to write it down, but really acknowledge to yourself what area is it, right? And maybe it is multiple areas, and that is great too. But what is the most important area that you really want to have more confidence in? Now that you've done that, the second part is, let's apply what we learned in this quote here, right? I want you to realize that this area or that skill or this activity that you want to be more confident in, what you actually need is more competence in order to get there, right? So whatever it may be, and these examples were just, for example, it was stating, for example, it was public speaking, but it can be anything. Understand you need more competence in this area, right? And then you will get the confidence that you're wishing for. And to really break this down now, the third step is ask yourself, what one next step could you take right now, or at the very least today, in order to gain more competence in this area? Okay, what is the one next step you could take either right now after this video or today to get more competent in this area? And then number 4, as you might have guessed, number 4 is just do that one thing right now or at very least today and build more competence in this area, so you will gradually build these great muscles that we're all looking for. Okay, great, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I hope you could also get some learnings out of this, and if you feel like it, share your comments with us down below. Send me a personal message or let me know in any other way how you could profit from this very lesson. Aside from that, today is Easter Sunday, so to all of you celebrating Easter, I wish you a happy Easter. Maybe you're celebrating the Pesach Fest. In that case, I also wish you a happy Pesach Fest. And to all of you, happy Sunday, happy holidays. And I'd be happy to see you again next week with the next episode of the Fresh Thought Journal. Yeah, that's it.